Hey guys, it's Dave again from GuitarBreakdown.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about Joe Bonamassa's Man of Many Words off the Blues Deluxe CD. Really cool tune. The first time I heard it, I immediately transcribed the first solo, and now I transcribed the second one. There's actually 3 solos in this song. I have not done the third one yet, but I just wanted to kind of get this lesson up, and eventually I will get back to transcribing the third one, I hope. So basically, let me show you the chords real quick. It's a cool little rhythm, and it's a funky little blues off of G dominant 7 chord. And this is the sound. And basically, he's keeping this funky rhythm going the whole time. And it's basically 3 chord forms. It's all on the D, G, and B string. He's barring the 5th fret with the first finger on the D, G, and B string. And you can think of it as like a C major chord based off of the low A string's 3rd fret, 5th fret barring with the 3rd finger, but you're basically doing it with your first finger. And then you hammer on with your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string and the 2nd finger on the 6th fret of the B string. So you have 7, D string 7th fret, 5th fret on the G string, and 6th fret on the 7th fret. 6th fret on the B string, sorry. So it's kind of like that, if you guys remember Start Me Up, that tune. So that's aging me quite a bit. It's a good song though. Anyway, so those are the chords. So it's, then he plays that bar again on the 5th fret. Then he moves that bar down to the 3rd fret of the D, G, and B string, and he hammers on the 4th fret of that G string with the first finger. And that's where you get that G dominant 7. And just keep this going. And there's a lot of muting going on. And that little riff there is just basically the pentatonic scale. 5th fret of the D string, 3rd fret of the D string, and the 5th fret of the A string. But he's hitting that first note twice, the 5th fret of the D string, and pulling off. So it's so anyway, so the solo is, it's all in this little box. It starts in this box position, the G minor pentatonic. And the only thing that's really going on is outside of that is he's bending to like from a minor third to a major third, or he's sliding from a fourth to a flat five, and that gives it that bluesy sound. But the one thing to take notice of, if you ever look at or transcribe or really pay attention to vocal melodies, there's usually only a few notes. You know, they're swinging between 2 or 3 notes. There's a lot of vibrato going on, kind of. But then sometimes they get out of there, like go above those few notes or below those few notes. But generally, it stays in a pocket of a few notes, and the melody just goes between them. And that's what a lot of good blues stuff is. If you listen to Eric Clapton or any of that kind of stuff, man, it's just the phrasing. He'll play 2 or 3 notes. B.B. King, he'll play 2 or 3 notes, and it just fits, and it sounds so great. Well, Joe Bonamassa does a lot of that, and in this solo, he does a really good share of it. So anyway, so it starts out on the G string on the 12th fret, slides up to that. Then it's the 11th fret of the B string and the 13th fret of the B string, and then he bends that up a whole step to the 15th fret, basically, of the. So it's. And then he plays that 11th fret again and bends that up a half step, and that's the minor third to a major third. So he's bending that first note to the 5th. So it's root, minor third, 4th bending up to a 5th, 3rd back down to the root, and then the 3rd bending up to the minor third. And that's what gives you that little cool bluesy thing. And this is where, and my hand's killing me, so I'm having a hard time with that bend. But this is where he plays very lyrical with one note. Because he could have done that bend to make it easier, but it sounds cool doing that really far bend. So that's just the G note on the G string, 12th fret, bending up a minor third. So G, 12th fret, G string, 11th fret, B string, bending up the half step, back down, and then bending up a step and a half. And then back to that, and that's all on the 11th fret. So it's, and bending up again to that the half step to the major third. So. And then he just plays around with these notes. So 12, 10 on the G string, back to that 11th fret on the B string, bending up a half step again. And then he does that circle of notes again, the 12, 11 on the G string, to the 11th fret on the B string, back down to the 12th fret of the G string. So those are the only 4 notes he's playing in that whole beginning of the solo. And again, it goes.